At these brothers, our conversations are always centered around a singular truth. Our conversations are always centered around a man being in God mode. Moving forward towards our goals, moving forward, staying focused. And when I say God mode, meaning when that higher self and that lower self come together on one accord, one truth, and God appears, and now you can move in the image of God, right? In the shortest form, right? We're always talking about God mode, but I want to speak to the brothers that haven't connected those dots yet, because it's all about all of us moving forward, man. So I want to go one step before a man finds his singular truth and talk about that space right there and what it takes for a man to be in that spot and moving forward, right? So before a man finds his singular truth, before he identifies, what his mission is, what his frequency is going to be, what his prayer is going to be, that man finds himself at a fork in the road. And that fork in the road is a man looking at two different alternative worlds, where one, he can go down one path and live life just like the masses. He can do everything the masses do, think the way they think, pray the way they pray, believe the way they believe, and get the result that they get. Or he can take what we talked about in a video or two ago. Robert Frost talked about the road less traveled. Or he can take this other path that very few men take, that a lot of men say is so dark down there, man, I don't know what to expect down there. But I understand that if I can make it through the other side, my reward is there. So a man finds himself at this fork in the road, right? So I want to talk about what it takes for us to take that path, that road less traveled, bro. Because that road less traveled is where your singular truth exists. You know what I'm saying? That's where your real reward exists, man. So the first thing I want to talk about, man, is to take this path, brothers. You can't be afraid to lose. And it sounds so cliche. If you want to take this route, man, and you're going to go through this journey, you're going to have mountains to climb, you're going to have all these things to accomplish, this dark road, this dangerous path, you can't be afraid to lose, man. And one of the things that will make a man overcome that fear of losing, the first thing is understanding that you have to detach from anybody or anything that's not traveling that path with you. Let me say it like this. You have to detach from anybody that's not a traveler themselves. And I mean that, bro. Like once I got to a point in time, man, where I said, you know what, man, I know my life is going to be different than the masses. Like there's no going back to the old soul. From that point on, man, I had to surround myself with nothing but travelers. People that are on the same path. Kind of like I'm always talking about, not always, but every once in a while, I'll bring up like my Facebook page, right? And I'm talking about my personal Facebook page, the one that I've had since 2009, right? Under my government name. I get on that Facebook page maybe about once or twice a year, maybe 3 times in a good year, man, just to kind of catch up, because I understand I can't stay in that arena long. Because when I got on that page in 2009, I can get on there right now in 2025, and all the same people are making the exact same post. They're telling the exact same jokes. They're talking about the exact same sport teams. So I say, you know what? I can't find myself. I can't put myself in these kind of spaces, man, because I need to be amongst travelers. Even in my real world circles, man, there are some people that I've known my whole life, man, that I would still take life for if it came down to it. I'll probably never have face-to-face conversations with them again unless it comes to that point where they need me, because they aren't travelers. You know what I'm saying? At this point in life, I have no desire to entertain anybody that's not in that mode. Anybody that's not trying to travel that path or that road less traveled. That's why I kind of lean towards like Instagrams, right? Because everybody on my Instagram page, has a for the most part has a traveling mindset. I'm not saying everybody has achieved all these things, but they have that desire. You know what I'm saying? So I can at least have a feed of people that are saying, hey, you know what? This is what I'm trying to accomplish. Instead of just sitting back saying, oh, look at these cowboys for the same 20, 30 years. It's like the Cowboys gonna still be the Cowboys, man. You know what I'm saying? So the first thing is, the thing, because a lot of what's keeping you from traveling that path is ego. You don't want to travel that path and say, okay, man, I might go down this path and I might have some hard times. I might have some struggles. I might have some mountains that I got to figure out how to move, and I might look funny trying to move them. I'm gonna tell you this: those problems you think that are gonna be down there, they're gonna be down there. I can go ahead and tell you now. Hard times may be down there. Loss of money, poor health, all that may be down there. Going through trying to unheal or trying to heal some traumas, all that's going to be down there. So take my word, it's going to be down there. But once you detach yourself from people that aren't travelers themselves, you ain't got to worry about that ego being bruised. You know what I'm saying? Like screw anybody that's not traveling. I'm gonna tell you this: anybody that's on that path, like you, anybody that's on that path, they're gonna be on your team. They're gonna be there to support you. It's kind of like when you see those memes and stuff where it's talking about people that are a certain size and they're going to the gym. They're saying anybody that's really about that gym life, I don't care if you 2% body fat and swole. If you really traveling that path, then when you see somebody traveling that path, I don't care if they're 800 pounds. You're going to be like, you know what? We're teammates now. Like, I support what you're doing. Like you have my back. So the first thing is detach yourself from the old world, people, places, and things, because those are the things that will try to hold you back when you're on that path, man. So detach. That's the first thing when I'm talking about you can't be scared to lose. Just detach from all the losers. You know what I'm saying? And the second thing, man, you have to understand that God is really your only ally. God is really your only ally. Now, I'm not saying you're not going to have a supporting team or supporting cast, because you'll have people that support you, like your mom, your dad, your sisters, your nieces, your nephews, your cousins, your aunties, your good friends. You'll have people that support you, but you gotta understand that God, on this path that I'm talking about, bro, God is really your only ally. And the reason I say that, man, is because there are going to be some times where it gets so dark. There are going to be some times, man, where you got to go so deep in the inside. So many times, man, where you may or may not have to relive some traumas. Sometimes, man, where you may have to try to piece together on how you're going to have food to eat for that next few days. How you're going to keep your lights on. How you're going to get over this health issue. I can guarantee you, man, those things are going to happen. And I'm telling you, man, in some of those darkest times, even though your family and your friends may love you, there's going to be some times, man, where only the support of the Most High, only the support of the Creator is going to get you through there, man. It's going to be the only thing that can get you through there. So realize, man, that one, let me detach from everybody else. And two, once I get on this path, let me understand, man, that God is really my only ally. And form that bond, form that connection, form that sanctorum, bro. And I'm going to tell you, man, if you can stand on business in that area, I don't care what takes place, man. It's going to be hard. I'm going to tell you now, because you got to understand, this is why most people don't travel it. Every man will find himself at that fork in the road. Every man will look down that path and see that darkness, and maybe even hear a few screams from down that path. Like, brother, they catching 32 types of hell down that way. Let me go to the left where everybody else is in cruise control and just skipping through beds of roses all day, man. Let me take the easy route. I'm telling you, there will be challenges. But at the same time, man, you will find no better fulfillment in life. So first, just understand that you can't be afraid to lose. You can't be afraid to lose. I got a whole locust up under me or something, brother. And second, so you can't be afraid to lose, man. When I said that, one, detach, and two, understand that God is your only ally, right? Next, I want to talk about this. You have to ask yourself, if you're going to be scared to travel the path, man, you got to ask yourself, why did I even choose to come here? If I'm going to be scared to travel the path, like why did I even choose to come here? Because you got to understand this. Like a lot, it depends on who you ask, but a lot of people say that, and nobody really knows, but a lot of people say, hey, you know what? We chose to come here. We chose to come on this earth and have this experience and play this game and all this kind of stuff. Some people even say we chose our parents and all kind of stuff, right? So if we chose to come here, we chose to play this game, and you don't want to go down the dark. Like, why did you come here? You really got to ask yourself, why did I even choose to come to this beautiful spot? Man, you look at this world of unlimited possibilities, bro, and you don't want to partake. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like this chick, man. I dated this sister, man. Her name was D. This was 2014. I remember this. All of us have, those women or those one or two women, man, that got away. You know what I'm saying? Maybe all of us don't, man. But I got one or two women in my life, man, that got away that I should have tried to move different with, man, and make something long. Anyway, long story short, I was dating this sister named D back in 2014, man. And D was bad, man. But D, and I might have talked about it before. She was a sleeper. Meaning when I saw her, we're from the same city, I didn't even know her. When I saw her on Facebook, man, it was like she was cute, she was bad, but she was kind of green. Like you could tell she had just got bad later in life, I think, right? Wasn't nobody really cutting for her, right? Anyway, boom, I jumped in the DM, shot my shot, man, and we were just vibing off the bat, day one. And I can remember, man, we were like, I believe that next day, man, we were like, shoot, let's kick it, let's hang out. I remember we went to Olive Garden. You know what I'm talking about? Got the whole tour of Italy going on, right? Anyway, we were vibing, man. We were vibing for days, weeks, couple of months, man. It was just a cool shebang, man. When I say bad, bro, man, this chick was bad. Had this dang near jet black skin, like these pink lip. Anyway, this chick was bad, right? Anyway, getting to the moral of what I'm trying to talk about. So D was always saying, you know what? I've never been to Six Flags. Y'all know there's a Six Flags in Atlanta. There's a Six Flags in Dallas. There may be a few other ones. And at that time, I was living in East Texas. I was in Longview, right? And I'm like, you ain't never been to Six Flags? I'm like, well, shoot, let's go. You know what I'm saying? Of course, your boy made it happen, man. And when I go to Six Flags, I get the, I believe it's called like a flash pass, where you get the little box or whatever. At least back in the days, you just have a little box you had on you or something. And with the flash pass, you could just get on any ride, like VIP style. Like they might have a whole line of people in there for an hour. With the flash pass, you could just walk to the front, get in this little 2 or 3 man line, and get on the ride. And you could do this all day, right? So I remember getting the flash pass, and I remember getting the Six Flags, man, thinking, man, we finna have a blast. And me and D would go to a ride, like we would go to the Texas Giant, and I was like, hey, you know what? Let's get on the Texas Giant. And she'd be like, nah, ain't no way I'm getting on that thing, right? Boom, let's go to the Superman. Same thing. Ain't no way I'm getting on that ride. Let's go to the this. Let's go to the Batman. Let's go to the so-and-so. Man, we spent all day going around this park, right? At the end of the day, bro, here we are walking out of Six Flags, right? D Cotton Candy, D little teddy bear. And I'm like, you know what I'm saying? She's lit. And in my mind, I'm thinking, well, why did you choose to come here? You know what I'm saying? Of all the places you said you wanted to go, why did you choose to come here? You know what I'm saying? Like we could have went to Chuck E. Cheese. We could have went to Showbiz, or we could have went to the city fair. We could have did a whole bunch of things to get the cotton candy and the stuffed teddy bear. Why did you choose to come to this place? And that's what I'm saying to y'all brothers, man. Like, why did you choose to come to this place if you aren't going to ride the rides, bro? If you aren't going to play the game, bro? If you aren't going to swing the fence and get on the tallest ride that the park has, why aren't you, like why did you choose to come here? You know what I'm saying? Like for a second, brothers, I want y'all to just sit still and just for 3 seconds think like, okay, you know what? What's the highest version I can think of myself? What would I be doing? What would I be creating? Where would I be living? Who would I be spending that time with? The highest version. And understand that if you really wanted to, you could experience that, brothers. If you really wanted to. If you really wanted to move to Calabasas and live up there by Drake Neal, if you really wanted to be the mayor of Dade County, you really could do that. If you really wanted to build you a mansion in Austin, Texas by Elon Neal, you really could do that. If you wanted to live in Barbados, if you wanted to have a wife and children, if you wanted to invent that thing that's in your mind, you really can do that. And I'm saying, if you know you can do that and you're here, like, why did you choose to come here if you don't want to play that game? If you don't want to play the game of life, you know what I'm saying? So all I'm saying, brothers, is don't be scared to play the game. Like, our days here are numbered, and I'm telling you, they're numbered quick. I believe in the last seconds of our lives, man, we're gonna really realize how quick we were here. Like, it's really just the blink of an eye. And like I said a few videos ago, man, a lot of us are living like we're going to live to be 500 years old. We're living like we're going to be 1,000 years old one day. It's like, no, bro, you got to make these decisions and call these plays now. I said a few videos ago, 2-minute drill. You got to live life in 2-minute drill. Like, what needs to be done now, and how do I need to do it? You know what I'm saying? So all I'm saying, bro, is play the game. If you're a man and you haven't established your truth yet, if you're a man that's saying, hey, you know what? So I understand what you're saying when you talk about a singular truth, but I'm at a stage before that yet. I mean, before that point, and I'm trying to figure out what choice to make. Like, do I just want to live like the masses, or do I want to be different in whatever that means to me? I'm saying dare to be different, bro. Dare to be different, man. Real quick before I forget, man, any of y'all brothers that are interested in the Power Circle, we're having an open house this Sunday, man. Open house this Sunday. It's probably gonna be 9:30 a.m. Central. I probably won't have the link posted by the time I upload this video, but you can probably come back to this video later on and it'll be here. Plus, you'll see me mention it over the next couple of videos, next couple of days, Instagram and all that kind of stuff. I'm gonna tell you, man, if you want to be a man that travels the path and put yourself in a room of travelers, you need to be in the Power Circle, man. You need to be in the Power Circle, man, because that's what it's all about, man. It's all about us brothers navigating the paths of life and identifying brothers that want to move like that. But again, at the end of the day, man, don't be scared to live life, man.